Hello. How is everybody doing? I just have to tell you, it is sunny today and it's going to be 70 or maybe 68, 70 degrees. We have not had 70 since I don't remember. So today I'm in a pretty good mood. I am going to show you guys how to make a bookmark card. So check this out. Now, I did repurpose one of my cards that I made from my class because we don't throw anything away and I've got all kinds of stuff left over. But check this out. So here's the card front. Then you open it up and then on the end here is a bookmark. And so I used the Woolly Friends, but look, isn't this cute? So your recipient, all they have to do is just cut off this portion here and they've got a bookmark. So it's kind of like the gift that keeps on giving. Isn't that cute? So I'm gonna show you guys how to make that. So let me set this aside. We are going to make the exact same one. So first off, you're gonna start out with a piece of paper that is 11 by 5.5, okay? And I used our double-sided paper where it's light on one side and a little bit darker on the other side. So this is Fresh Frisia. So this is the dark side and this is the light side. And then you're going to score it. So get a pencil and write this down. I'll wait. La, 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 la. Okay, so now you should have a pencil. So you're going to score on the 11 side at 4.5 and 8.25. Okay, so I'm gonna lay that down. Oh, actually, no, excuse me. My bad. It is 4.25 and 8.5. Okay, let me say that again. 4.25 and 8.5. Okay, all right, so let's go ahead and get started here on this. So I've already scored it. You can use your paper trimmer if you want, if you have a scoring thing on your paper trimmer, or you can just put it in here and put it down where it needs to be scored, and you can run your bone folder right down there, or you can use this scoring blade, whichever you prefer. It's really, really easy. Okay, so now let's go ahead and make the card. So we're just gonna fold this over right here. Now you're just gonna make a regular card front. So that measures, so this is 5.5 by 4.25 once you get everything folded. See, just like that, just regular card size. So I have all my pieces here. And I went ahead and colored everything so that, like I keep saying, so you guys can, you know, go outside and get on with your life, especially today. Like, I'm really excited to go outside because we kind of hibernate up here. I don't know about you guys where you're watching me from, but in North Idaho, we kind of hibernate. So this is the Stone and Vine embossing folder that I used on this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna build the front first. So when you work with vellum, because there's a vellum piece on here, you guys, you need to hide your adhesive, okay? So, and I just told you we were gonna build the front, but I made a mistake. Oh my God, I'm just full of that today. All right, maybe it's because I'm so excited that the sun's out. Even I can hear lawnmowers like everywhere today. It's so funny. Everybody's out mowing their lawn. Okay, so we're gonna stick that down. Now let me pull that sample back in. Okay, so I'm gonna take this vellum piece here. So this vellum piece is 3.25 by 4.5. So if you wanna, you know, remake this. So here's our vellum piece. It's a little hard to see. I'll bring in this little mat here. And we're gonna put that down. And then we have this little strip here that we need to stamp, and that is about 3/4 of an inch by 3.5. So we're gonna get out our stamp set here. We're gonna stamp our greeting. I already colored, like I said, everything else. So, so I hope everybody had a wonderful Easter. We had a nice quiet one with our family. Okay, I didn't get to see all my kids because some of them had to work. That's how it goes. When they're adulting, you know, you don't do so much Easter egg hunts anymore. Okay, so now I'm just gonna stamp this right here. And then if you see my hair, I'm sorry, like I keep telling you guys, I have a really bad stigmatism, so I kind of have to lean over things. but my hair's clean. I did wash it. All right, so we just stamped that, and I forgot to grab a cleaner, so that's just gonna sit there until we're ready. All right, so then we've got this little grass piece right here that I cut out. So we're just gonna glue him down. I'm using my Stampin' Seal today, so we'll see how that goes. There we go. All right, so we're just gonna pick this up. I'm just gonna glue the grass down. Actually, go like this. Can do these edges, edge to edge here. Oh, let me put it this way to put it upside down. Sorry about that, just so I can line it up. I'm a little OCD with it being perfect. Okay, so here we've got our vellum piece, and then we've got our piece of paper that is printed. So we're just gonna stick this down. Okay, and I'm gonna use my tweezers, like I said, because I'm a little OCD. Oh, let me bring it back in that mat. All right, so now you guys can see that vellum. So we're just gonna stick this down here. It looks pretty straight. Actually not, there we go. And then we're gonna stick this over the top. Bum, bum, bum. Oh, fun. I've never used this stuff before. Okay, so now we're gonna stick this right here. I'm gonna bring it down a stitch. And it's supposed to hang over like that. I think I cased this off the internet. Okay, now we're gonna, we're gonna make our little, we're gonna build our little Bo Peep here. So I already colored her, and we're gonna use some dimensionals on the back. Just gonna put a few. Like I said, don't be cheap. And I'm gonna show you a trick because her head is gonna be up on dimensionals, and so is her little bell. And so I'm not sure if you guys have done this before, but we're gonna stack the dimensionals to make them taller. All right, so I'm just gonna put her little body there. She's so cute. I love how fluffy they are. This is such a cute stamp set. Gotta get this while you can. All right, so now we're gonna bring in the little guys. I'm gonna put one here. My kittens are down here, but I don't know where they went. Oh, one's at my feet. He was on my chair. So my kitty Max, he's my orange one. He is all of a sudden likes to sit on my chair. Okay, now we need to get her head kind of a little bit higher. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a couple dimensionals and we're gonna put them at the top of her head here. So we're gonna put one, and then we're gonna put two. So you just wanna kind of line them up like this, and that'll give you two. And then we're just gonna stick her head about right there. And I'm not happy with how high I put it up. Okay, now we're gonna put the vellum down. So what we're gonna do now, let me bring that back in. We're gonna take the adhesive and we're gonna put it everywhere where our printed paper is so that it hides the adhesive, yet it will hold it down. Because when you use vellum, you either have to use like an invisible gun. I've never found an invisible stick 'em like this, but they do make the spray. I have used the vellum spray, and that's just not in my wheelhouse to use that today. So I don't have any of it. I've used it in the past, but we're not gonna do that today. Okay, so we're just gonna place this down, just like so. Oh, I left my punch in the other room. All right, so now we're gonna build the bookmark part. So there's the front. Oh, we forgot our doodads. So these are the Strawberry Slush Pretty in Pink Gems. I'm not sure if these are still on the Last Chance product list, but they're really cute. Look at how pretty these are. Let me put those on the paper. Aren't those gorgeous? So it has some gold flecks, but we're gonna use the pink ones. And I'm just gonna grab my take your pick tool here. And we're gonna do this. We're gonna put another big one over here and a little small one right here. All right, so there we go. There's our card front. Now we're gonna stick down the inside. So on the inside, I stamped for someone who is wonderful in every way. And we're just gonna put that in the middle. And then we're gonna build our bookmark. So these cards are really fun to make. They're a little bit more time consuming because you are making the card front and then you're making the bookmark. But well worth it. I made these one year and sold them at the farmer's market when I was selling cards there. And I sold out the whole kit and caboodle that I had that day. So, all right. So we're just going to set this down here. Just like so. Okay. So then for the bookmark part, this is about 2.5 inches. So let's measure that. Yeah. So this is 2.5 inches here, your bookmark part. So you want to have your mat at 2.25, and then this is 2. And so this is 2.25 by 5.25, and then this is 2 by 5. Okay. So, and I'll put all the cutting dimensions and everything, or the pieces. I'll put all of that in the comments so that you guys can have that for the dimensions. All right, so now we're just gonna stick this down here like so. And then I just stamped the flowers here and colored them, and says sending flowers and sunshine. There we go. Oh, that's sticky. Just like it's supposed to be. Yay. All right. Let's advance it there a little bit. And then we're just gonna stick this here like so. And then I made her, she's got her little feet like she's jumping. So we're gonna glue her so that we get all of the pieces on there. You can use dimensionals if you want. It just makes it harder in a book to have all that meat in between your pages, you know? So you might wanna not use dimensionals and try to make it as flat as possible. And for mailing, I mean, let's just call a spade a spade. It's so expensive to mail stuff right now. Okay, so now I forgot to bring in my hole punch, but that is okay. We're gonna use something else. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna use this sharp end of the take your pick tool, and we're gonna make a hole for where we're gonna put the ribbon. And the ribbon, you want about, I don't know, 7 inches of ribbon. And then one trick so this doesn't fray is you can burn it with a lighter, or you can dip it in candle wax. That's one way to get your stuff not to fray. So I'm gonna move this out of the way, and we'll do our hole. So, okay, so this is nice because it'll make a nice big hole. So we're just gonna push, and then we're gonna push it all the way through, just like this. And watch your fingers, don't poke yourself because that hurts really bad, trust me. Okay, oh wow, that gave us a nice hole. Look at that. Hooray, hooray. So now we're just gonna kind of wad up the ribbon here, just like that. Okay, you're gonna stick it through there. And if you're having an issue of it going through, just kind of push it with the tool. That's one way to do it. Just pull it through. Now we're gonna make it pretty. And this is that Fresh Freesia Sparkle ribbon. I don't remember the name of it. I don't even know if it's still available. I think it was part of the Halloween suite that we had. Sorry about that. I think that was my cat. I don't know what he did. Like I keep saying, they're kind of everywhere. All right, so there we go. And then all you want to do is kind of make that ribbon pretty. Oops, and you just want to hold on to it. That. I think I need to sharpen my scissors. All right, so there you go, guys. That's the bookmark card. I'm gonna show you a few other ones that I made, and then the last one I'm gonna show you is, it has perforation on it. Stampin' Up! Does not sell a perforating cutting blade, but I have one that I've had forever from when I was scrapbooking. So, okay, so that's the one that we just made. So this one, I used the Barbecue Masters stamp set, and I made it for the fellas. It says, to the Grill Master, and then you just open it up. It says, you're flippin' awesome, and then Happy Father's Day. So we have to have one for the dudes, right? So there's that one. And then this one, I reused the paper that from our video about the embossing folders, and it just says hello. And since I had 2 of those pieces, it says sending love on the inside. And then I don't really think you need to have a saying with this. It's just so pretty that it just makes a fantastic bookmark. And I just put some little string up here for that. And this next one is for Mother's Day. And this is the retired zinnias paper. I've just found it because we were going through my stuff for the garage sale. And then I just stamped love you on that one and just cut out the flowers. See, the DSP, there's so much going on. You can just cut out the flowers and make your own bookmark. Okay, and this last one, I'm a cat lady, so I cut out the words meow. This embossing folder is a paw embossing folder that I've had forever. And then you just open it up and it says just a little hello. Now, the perforation, you can kind of see here, hopefully it's gonna tear off because I didn't press it super hard. But if you have a perforation, you can perforate it and then you can just pull it right off just like so. And then you can give your bookmark to the recipient. And you might wanna file off this little part here. So anyway, so that's the bookmark card. Tell me which one of these is your favorite. Leave me a comment, and I hope you will join me next week for another edition of Technique Tuesday. I really appreciate you guys all watching, and I'm going outside to play. All right, I hope y'all have a good day. Bye-bye.